Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know, my name is Siren. I'm an up-and-coming YouTuber and, as of today, a makeup guru. Or at least I'm gonna try to be. Now, with a few short methods, I'm gonna show you guys how to get from this into this. Now, let's get ready for the video. Now, a lot of the makeup products that I will be using are a lot of makeup products that you can get on a budget. So I did a couple of research on a couple of the products, and I haven't seen any red flags as far as like them being used on animals or any cruelty kind of methods that they went through with using the product. So hopefully with the products that I show you today, all of them should be good. I've seen other people on their channels use these same kind of products, and you know, they work out for them and stuff like that. So by no means, I want to also put this out here that I'm not a makeup guru, but I just know how to work on my face. And maybe, you know, I guess if I got more people to kind of do makeup on and stuff like that, then I will start to develop into that kind of craftsmanship. But until then, we're just gonna work with this craftsmanship right here. So let's just go on ahead and get started with the video. Okay, so the first two items that we're gonna start off with is the Beauty Blender and the 360 Matcha Mocha from Maybelline. You can probably see it right there. I will also say that normally I will do primers and stuff like that. Now, I already, oh no, I didn't even prime my face. Let me go ahead and prime my face. Give me one. Okay, so the first thing that I normally do is the Maybelline primer. I guess you guys can see right there, from Face by FaceStudio. Now, in truth, I don't really do the primer as much, only because a lot of times I forget, run out of time, and then I just end up, you know, basing the canvas with the foundation before even doing all the other stuff. I think it's okay for me because I feel like I have a greasy face, which sounds beautiful and like inviting to everyone. But yeah, I have like a kind of oily face, so a lot of times the oil will just kind of perspire from my face a lot of the times, so I normally don't have to worry about it being dry or anything like that. But you know, one of the times that I do remember, I'll just apply it on there. Now, I will say that with the primer, I normally also add cocoa butter from Vaseline. I got it right here. You can get this at the discount store. Just a little cheap thing. So I normally just go ahead and dab like I did the sides of my face, and I did the forehead and the chin, underneath the area. So yeah. Alright, now that we're done with that, then that's when we move on to the foundation, where we grab the Beauty Blender and we grab the 360 Mocha from Maybelline. And normally what I will do as well, this is something that I've learned from over the months that I've been doing makeup, and what I will normally do is I will just dab a little bit of the Mocha on here. But before that, what I would do is I would drench this in water and just kind of squeeze it out to give it that more softer, soggier kind of look, just so that the moisture can hold on to the product while you're applying it to your face. That way it gives you a little bit more moisture as you're applying it, and it doesn't take away from the moisture part of it. We're just going to apply it on the four spots that, well, 5 I guess, make it 6 because we want to hit this down chin area. Beautiful angle for me. I should try this more often. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to now just pat it in, but you want to always make sure to Okay, there we are. We're gonna always make sure to hit the side cheeks, the forehead, the chin, and then the under chin area, because you don't want it to be where you only apply it to the forefront of your face. But just kind of go on the same motions that I'm going into. Luckily, this does work out for my skin. It's very rare with, you know, people of color to be able to find skin type that matches their skin tone. So sometimes you may have to do a little bit of searching around just to kind of see which one doesn't detach your face from your body as far as colorization. Okay. So once you do that, then we move on to round 2. Now we move on to the highlighter proportion. Now what I normally do is I'll get the Mocha 360, and then for the highlighted, and I will get the 330 Toffee, and that is also from Maybelline. And I'll just hit that on the more dead centers of my face, even though that sounded very every time you look at someone, apparently they look like that. Anyway, so what we would do, just to liven up those areas, is put a little streak right there. Sorry, it's a little strong. I put a little bit too much on there. Right there, and reel some of it back. And sometimes when you put a little bit on there, it's kind of nice to be able to just scoop it back inside of the sponge. Then that way you still have a little extra and you're not putting as much on your face. That I just got done applying. Anyway, let's go on ahead and we'll get to you in a minute, lips. There we go. So now we're finished with that, and I look like the sun that rises from the shadows of the clouds. Beautiful, but alarming. So let's go on ahead and start painting this to make it look less frightening. Now what I normally do, just because I feel like it's a good method to go forth with, is I use a lot of times when I start off my face a lot of liquid foundations and stuff like that, just so that it kind of gets a better cylinder of my face and make sure that it hits every proportionate, every spot that needs to be hit. And then after that, what I do is I coat it with powder. Now normally the powder that I'll use is all of this, again, is budgeted makeup, so you can get this at your local drugstore, anything like that. Now this I got online. It was a really cheap price of $3. It's called MayCheer, and I don't know if you guys can see it, but I got this on a website called wish.com, and you can get this for at least, I think, $3 or $2. It may be $1, but it just depends. Shipping, you do have to pay a little bit for that, but that's like maybe $2 or $1 or so. So it totals out normally into $2 or $3, so it's no big issue. You may have to wait a couple of weeks or days to kind of get it. But so what we'll do is we're going to rub this, and this does not come with this. This is from one of my other makeup products that I had that I was done with, so I just kept the pad. So what I'll do is I'll normally just rub this in, and I will kind of put this on the side to give it a little bit more contour and kind of hide the little blotchy parts of the highlight that I did not hit, which is very rare in a few, but I think because I'm doing it on camera, it's a little bit more. Look like I got a mirror right behind me, or behind the phone, so it's not as bad. that little look right there. Then what we'll do is we'll hit the side of the nose just to give it a little bit more definition. I have a wider nose, so I need to make it look small and petite. Give it that nice little frame, that signature look. Sometimes hit underneath the area. Just give it that too. See if it's all nice and small and petite and all cute like, you know, fancy cute like and stuff. Okay, now since we finished with the powdered contour, we're gonna go into the powdered highlight. It's actually finishing powder from LA Colors. It is the BLP 304 Natural, which is pretty good if I say so myself. You know, it gets the job done. So what we normally do with this is we'll just dab the pad in there for a quick little second, and we'll apply it, and we'll go on ahead and just smooth it out underneath the eye. And let me see, just put it right there. And there you have it. Alright, so then once you get done doing all that, you'll just pretty much put the cap back on, put the pad back on, and bam. Now all you do is let this, good God, what is that mask, stay on your face at least for about 15 to 20 minutes. And just let it cook your face and give it that extra amount of beauty that it needs in order for it to really give you that voluptuous kind of look. So I'll see you guys in about 10 to 15 minutes. And we're back. Now let's get started with wiping the powder off of the face. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to use the brush as if we're brushing the house on your face. House down boots, basically. I want to make sure to get in the inner parts of the eye, because that's the most trickiest part right there. Right. And there we go, not as bad now. We went from the whole starting off as a gremlin, then looking like the sun, looking like we're from outer space. You want a tad brighter, so that's not bad. We're still gonna be able to work that down, give it a little bit more colorization. So now what we're going to use is one of the things that kind of help give me more color in the face. It is called the BPP 226 Cappuccino from LA Colors. Right there, and then right there. It's a pretty good powder that helps bring color back into my face so that I don't walk out looking like someone should have shipped me out into outer space a long time ago. Now we're going to use the Cappuccino to be kind of like a blender for both the finishing powder and the contour powder that I use. And we're going to basically put it in between. I'll put a little bit over, a little bit of the Cappuccino over where the finishing powder is, just to give that highlighted face a little bit more natural of a look. Let's see. There we go. And I'm sure, as you can see, it's a major difference from how it once looked. I also put a little bit of the Cappuccino over where the contoured nose is so that it doesn't look too splotchy from dark to light. So it kind of gives you more of that natural kind of skin tone look. And then that way you don't have to worry about that. Alright, so we did that. And in. One thing you want to also do is make sure that you hit the under chin area. That area, as you know, has been neglected ever since the liquid foundation. So what we're going to do is we're just going to continue to go down that area, make sure that we hit all the spots as possible. But this one, you can use the brush for this one. Sorry for that clicking noise that hit up against the wall. Yeah, you can use the brush for this one, because in truth, your hands may start to hurt if you use the pad when you do that. So you can just use the brush to brush the under areas of your chin, and that way it kind of gives off a little bit more of an easier access to coat that area. So you can do that. Now, what we're going to do, because I feel like maybe that worked out a little bit better now. I got a little bit more color, a little more personality going back into my face. So what we're going to do now is we're going to hit the eyebrows. So let me go find that real quick and we'll be right back. All right, we're back and we have the pencil that is going to help shape my eyebrows and help me become the woman I always dreamed of being, or something like that. So let's go ahead and get into it. What this one is this is the LA Colors. Don't know if you can see, I may have to do that whole guru hand thing. So let me try that out for a quick little sec. Where's it go? I got it right here. So it is the LA Colors Black and Brown, which is a really good one to use. Let me see, my camera is falling. Ignore that. Obviously, it's saying that I'm spending way too long on these products. So let's go ahead and get into it, right? And what I normally do first is if the pencil, this one seems like it's pretty okay, but I normally like it to be super sharp. So I'll just use my little pencil sharpener or eyebrow pencil sharpener, and I will just use that right there and give it more of a sharper, pristine kind of look, as if you're about to stab somebody with a beauty mark, because it's not like it's going to stab you actually in your face. So what we do is we will use, and I'm going to have to use the mirror behind the camera to make sure that I do this correctly. You always want to make sure that you have like a good arch with your eyebrows. So we're gonna go up and then we're gonna go down a little bit, give it that nice arch. Now, one thing about it is eyebrows aren't always gonna be perfect. So one of them may look good while the other one kind of gives off more of a, you know, cousin it feel, which means one of it may be flawless and beautiful while this one may turn out to be cousin it. But we will never know. Cousin it. This one's normally cousin it because it's never really the same, and it's kind of like you can't make that one beautiful by you can't make that one see. Oh god, look at them. Like, yeah, this is a beautiful one, this is cousin it. So we're gonna have to either find a way to make this one beautiful, or we're gonna have to find a way to turn this one into cousin it. You always want to find a beautiful way solution first, because you never want to go into cousin it territory unless it's necessary. Unless you tried every beauty trick that you possibly could. Okay. Maybe it's like I'm more of a left-handed person, so maybe that has something to do with it too. Who knows? What we're going to go and do now, we're going to fill it in. And I normally don't do the whole fill-in kind of thing. As far as like just filling it in and then brushing it, I just brush it. Now, if you've previously done your eyebrows, then what you'll just do is grab a napkin kind of jerk it around for a quick little second. And then you'll see like the residue from how it was on your last thing. And there you go. Still kind of dirty, but it's at least cleaner than when you first tried to do it. So we're just gonna brush that in. Go back over to the mirror real quick. Now, what some people do, and what I used to do, but then I got lazy and bored with it. But what I would do sometimes is I would do two tones. Like I would do the brown part for this half right here, and then I would do the brown part for this half right here, and then I would do like a darker black part for this part right there, just to kind of give it more of like that kind of interesting kind of look. Now, one thing that I did skip over a little bit, which some people do, I'm still fairly new at doing all the makeup and stuff like that for myself, but one thing that people do happen to do is they get a lot of concealer to kind of help edge out not only like their under eyes but their eyebrows. So let me grab that real quick, and I'm gonna try and use that to kind of help shape my eyebrows. Give me 1 second. All right, now we're back. So we're going to be using the concealer part of the makeup. And this is called the Wet and Dry Makeup BC 116 Light from LA Colors. As you see, it's been previously used. So we're going to just go ahead and start right into it. Normally people like to do the bottom half and the upper half. But what I prefer to do a lot of the times is I will just do the bottom half, because the upper half normally isn't as bad. So what we're also going to do is, because I don't want to use the stick because that may not work out for me, so I'm just going to grab this little brush some of that into it, and we're going to try and dive a little bit in with the brush to kind of give it more of a detailed look. Go into Cousin It's territory and hope for the best and pray for it not being the worst. And now we should, that's alright. It's nothing to rave about, but you know, it's just there, so. Let's just kind of go on ahead with that and move on to another tune that may sing better. Okay, now we're going to hit the eyeshadows. And normally I would do a nice big dramatical look, but I'm not heading out to the club tonight. And I do have to head out somewhere. So I may do the more dramatic looks for another time, but for right now we're just gonna go through the simple look, and we'll, you know, next go around I'll try and be a little bit more theatrical with the makeup and give a little bit more of an influence. But for right now we're just gonna stick with cute and simple daytime kind of looks. So what we normally do with the eyeshadow, like this is my everyday go to work kind of makeup for the when I go to work. So what I will do is I will grab the CoverGirl, I believe it's called Fard Accent, F-A-R-D Accent right there, and it's from CoverGirl. As you see, my top two are the lighter toned version right here, and the more summery kind of darker toned version. So it kind of helps give my natural eye a little bit more of a personality, more of a detailed look. Let's see. Now normally what I'll do is I will just kind of have this cover the full surface of my eye. what it is now we put the darker tone of the eyeshadow on my eye first. So now that's taken care of. And now what we're going to do is we are going to use that lighter version, and we are going to bring a little bit more of a flare to that eye. Sometimes what I like to do is I will grab some of the lighter one and I will have that to give a little more extra highlight to my nose. Give it a little bit more fine tuning, more detailed look. Coming off kind of crooked. Let me look in my actual mirror. This may be a long video, so y'all may have to brace yourselves. Okay, now we're going to brush all of the eyeshadow together with the Pro Angled brush from LA Colors. If you can see it right there. And then maybe right there. It may not focus. What we're going to do is we're going to blend the blacker part, the blacker eyeshadow with the lighter one to kind of give it that cohesive kind of look. There's the eyeshadow. Alright, now if you want, what you can do, which some people do say that this could be a little bit too much, but I kind of do it anyway just to kind of give my eye a bit more of a shimmery look, is I will put a little bit of like a highlighted thing going on right here. This is the first time that I'm trying not to go. Normally I would do the pinkish one. This one is called Wet n Wild Mega Glow, and it's pretty good. It's the illuminating palette. There we go. You guys can see it. So this I use just above my eyebrows to kind of give my eyes a little bit more definition, give it a little bit more of a beauty stamp. What I'll do too is I will dampen that. For the first time, I'm actually going to try something different. Let me see. There is the eyes for you. And now the last but not least part of the whole makeup is the lips. I don't know why I always hit that mark last, but I always do. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me see the back. This was my next move that I had. Normally after I will go in with the eyeshadow, I will finish it off with the eyeliner. Normally I will finish it off with the eyeliner. So this is LA Colors GRaFiX eyeliner. Don't know if I pronounced that correctly. Let me see if I can get you a nice little thing from it. GRaFiX eyeliner from LA Colors. And it's really good. It helps give my eye a little bit more definition. So what I normally do with this is I will, let's see, put it right here. Wing it out, bang, right there. This is the same with the eyebrows, where it may not come off as perfect, but it will do just as good. Now what I will do normally is something that I've learned I believe it was Mariah Balenciaga from RuPaul's Drag Race. I could be wrong, but it was one of the makeup tutorials from Logo's YouTube channel, and one of the queens was saying that one of the best ways to handle eyeliner so that if you lift up your eyelid, there won't be a streak of eyeliner hanging from the roof of your eyelid because you blinked. They said that what you should do is add eyeshadow right above where the eyeliner is, and that kind of helps to dry it up quicker, and then whatever eyeshadow you use, it kind of helps shimmer that eye a little bit. The only downside to doing that is it kind of messes up the little brush that the eyeshadow comes in. So, I mean, if you're willing to make that sacrifice, I say you go in for it and you go for it hard. And I'm not the best at doing the eyeshadows. I mean, doing the eyeliner. So, sometimes it can look jacked, it can look uneven, but you know, sometimes I'll wear my glasses over it, so it doesn't really matter. Like when I'm going to work, I'll wear my glasses over it, so it doesn't really matter. With this one, I think maybe a little bit bigger, but regardless, it's still around the same lengthage as the other one is. So now we just grab the powder, and this is Maybelline New York Studio makeup, or yes, EyeStudio. Maybelline EyeStudio. So, and it's pretty good. This one gives me that blue eyeshadow that I like, and light blue, then the white, then the white right here. So it's good. I like it a lot. So now, as you see, my eye has a little bit more definition, has a little bit more of that roundabout kind of perfection look. So now we go into the piece of de la resistance, which is the lips. Now the lipstick that I normally use is the LCG 941 Lavish lip gloss, which kind of is a little bit more of a liquidy kind of a feel. It gives you more glossiness and everything like that. So it's a really good one. It's a nice dark.
Oh no, she didn't. Oh yes, she did.
Nice darker shade that helps your lips look a little bit more luscious and seductive and stuff like that. But what I'm going to try and do is I am going to use these Wet n Wild, which is something new. I just bought it and I'm kind of curious to kind of see how it looks on my lips. So it is the C918D, which I didn't really describe what color it was, but it is a nice shade. And you can get this at your local drugstore too. So I'll try this out and see how it looks. What I am going to do is I may dab a little bit of the Lavish on the lips just to kind of give it a nice little glossy feel. Luckily, I do have lips that kind of go in the same shape as a McDonald's sign, so I kind of get that cute little M shape. What I'll do is I'll mix it. I'll mix the lipsticks, and a lot of the times they'll kind of work out in my favor and give off a nice little, you know, look too. And I did lie earlier, that's not the finishing product that I normally use. Normally, my last and final finishing product would be the re-highlighting of my cheekbones, which is just by adding like blush or something like that. And the one blush that I normally go to is the BC 141 Natural. And as you may see, it's kind of neat because it has a mirror at the bottom of it and a miniature brush, which I just found out about. But yeah, it has a mirror underneath it, and it has, if I can get the top part open, it has, of course, the powder. And as you see, I've used the powder quite a lot, and I'll be brushing it with the, once again, professional thing. I've used it so much I haven't had a chance to get another one, but normally that's good. When you've gotten a brush and it's lasted you for so long and it still holds up, then that's good. That means that you have a pretty good brush on your hands. And the fact that I got this at the drugstore, that really says a lot. That with all the makeup that I put on my face, that it normally lasts like at least 4 hours as far as like me applying it on my face and everything like that. But it really, depending on how time management is, I'll normally be finished with this within an hour, so it doesn't normally take me that long. That, you know, I have to make sure to link below like all the products that I'm using. I'll be able to put that down below, then that way you'll be able to see it and everything like that. So with that being applied, I think everything is set. I will fix, and then you just kind of go back. Once you finish with everything, you just kind of go back and hit any points that you feel like you may need to miss, or that you feel like you may have missed. So like the eyebrow, I'm starting to see that's not showing up as greatly as the other one is. So I'm going to darken that just a smidge bit more. Give it a little bit more of a personality. And like I said, it's not gonna be perfect. Things aren't gonna be always perfect with the way that, you know, the way things come out. It's not always gonna be perfect, but you just gotta kind of work with it and kind of see how you can fluctuate it to make it work for you. So there we go, finished look. Hopefully you liked it, hopefully you enjoyed it, and hopefully the next process will be less straining. So I will see you guys later, and PLE, so make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye. Forgot to do my eyelashes. Told you I'm not a guru.